So here I'm going to tell you about the export invoice management software. So let's start from the performer invoice. Performer invoice is an estimated invoice sent by a seller to a buyer in advance of shipment. So performer invoices are commonly used as the preliminary invoices with the quotation. So here you can select the exporter, date, shipment type. Shipment type example, you would be knowing about the shipment type, but let's say C&F stands for the cost and freight. CIF stands for cost, insurance and freight. FOB. FOB is free on board, means that it includes the cost of delivering the goods to the port. Consignee is an individual or a firm to whom the cargo is consigned by shipper. Consignee may or may not be the actual buyer of goods. Like buyer reference, exporter reference, then all these fields need to be filled. Coming to the terms and conditions. So terms and conditions are listed here. You can even change in the text box if you want to add something. You can select the bank. Bank will be, you can select bank which will be printed on the performer invoice. Of course, you can select new bank or you can create new currency from the master menu if you have administrative rights, or you can ask your administrator. Click on product details to write product description. Let's say you want to make some title. You want to make it bold as well as underline. Don't write anything in the other fields. Click on insert. Then you can start writing about your product details. Let's say I'm just writing an example. And click on insert. Let's say if you want to enter any item in between, let's say you want to enter, and you want to place it at number 1, insert row after, and you want to place it at number, let's say 2, after number 1, then you select here 1 and click on insert. So it will be placed at the just below the number 1. In a similar fashion, you can write down all your product details in this tab, and it's always advisable to keep saving side by side. It's saying that all the asterisks should be filled, so you have to fill all this. And then click on save button. Still saying this is required. Now click on save button. So showing the code has been saved. Search performer invoice. From the search performer invoice, even you can search on any performer invoice number. You can search on the dates, or you can search on any buyer. Then you can click on the performance number. You can click on the modify button to edit this performance invoice. You can make any changes you want to make. Let's say you want to add more products or remove any, you can do it and then click on the save button to save this performance invoice. So if you got a repeat order and you want to create a copy of performance invoice, then click on repeat performance invoice. Select a performance invoice and click on repeat performer. All the information from this performance invoice will be copied to a new performance invoice. As you can see it here. And then of course you can do whatever you want to do in this performance invoice and then click on save. Sample invoice. Sample invoice is an invoice which is used to send along with the sample goods for approval. You can create, modify or print sample invoice in the similar fashion as a performance invoice. Even you can see it has same fields as for the performance invoice. The only difference is that you can copy the sample invoice from the performance invoice. Like copy from performance invoice. All the performance invoices will be listed here. Select the performance invoice you want to copy from. So automatically all the information is being filled. You can do the necessary changes and save it. Invoice. Invoice, also called as a commercial invoice, is the bill for the goods from the seller to the buyer. Again, you can create, modify, print this invoice in the similar way as a performer invoice or sample invoice. Again, you can copy it from the existing invoice or performer invoice. The coming to the packing list. The packing list is a document with details of goods and boxes and weight of each container or package. You can fill up all the details and then click on product details. Here you can see a difference that there is a gross weight and net weight. So along with the box information, you can write down the weight in this packing list. Then click on save and then you can print the packing list. Coming to invoice payment, receive payment. So when you receive payment from the customer, you need to add the payment details through this screen. Let's say performer invoice. Then you can select the performer invoice number. Okay, and then you can type out the work order number. Work order number is your internal work order number. Let's say invoice was raised for 7450 and right till date we haven't received anything. Right now we are going to receive, let's say, 2000. And if there is any agent commission involved into this order, then you can select the agent name and write down the commission percentage. So that means agent will also get the 2% of the amount you have received. And then you can click on save. Now coming to the report part. There are reports on the performance invoice, and there is overall report also. Let's click on performance invoice report. The last few performance invoices are being displayed. Now you can again search whichever for performance you want to find it out according to performance number or date or whatever information you have. And then you can have a list of the performance invoices. You can even export The same to the Excel. So in the similar fashion, there are other invoice report, outstanding performance report, outstanding invoice report, and overall report. Let's click on the overall report. If you are entering all the payment details in the software, then you can see the payment received and payment pending through this report against all kind of invoices. You can even search on the basis of buyers. Let's click on this buyer. And so, but as we haven't right now received any amount, so everything is coming zero. Coming to the security pass, there is an option to change the password, and we recommend you to change the password at least every fortnight. You can write on your old password and new password and click on the save button.